welcome to another Vibrant Lady Talk series. It's an amazing day today because I have one of my favorites in the studio. Okay, so right now, I was telling her that she's the hottest female OAP, but she not agree, but she must agree. All right, so we're going to be talking about something very important today, just in case you are interested in the entertainment industry as a lady. You know, she's a professional, she's an authority in this field, and so now I don't just bring any and anybody, All right, so I have Sisi Boma, one of Wazobia FM in the studio. Give them.
Vibrant Lady, I greet you.
You hot.
Well done. Leave me now. Allow my helper to locate me.
Okay, the work shall come. All right, so let's start now. Life as an OAP, you've been in the media for about 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. You be powerful. Okay, so when it comes to pidgin English, she eats it like she's chewing biscuit. But don't try her Queen's English. So life as an OAP, how has it been like as a female?
It's challenging. Yes, because some days you don't want to do this thing anymore. I have to be 1,000% with you. Some days you don't want to do it anymore. Some days because it's like a routine that you have to do every day. And sometimes when life is too monotonous, it becomes boring. It becomes tougher to do, and then the job becomes challenging because there are so many bottlenecks, and you have to go through that bottleneck literally almost every time. So some days are harder than others. But you get to that point where you're like, there's a reason why we started. There's that quote unquote passion. Everybody keeps referring to that passion. So you go and tap in a little bit from that passion, and you keep it going.
When you talk about passion, does the finance, because that's where we are heading to right now. You get where people are working for passion. Does it match passion and the finance that comes from it? And you're on the morning belt, so it means you are awake as early as
I wake up 3 a.m. I have to wake up 3 a.m. I've been doing that for let's say around 6-7 years now.
All right, would you be able to fit into another shift?
I can. I think one of my bosses some time ago called me fish in water. Okay. So you just have to put me in water and I'll swim. I can't do other shifts. And in the process of doing work, sometimes, colleagues are not around. You have to fill in for this person. You have to do this. Yes, I can do other shifts. I've done several times. But for me, as a person, because of the kind of life, I've tailored my life to the morning show.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm a morning person. Yes, so I think I always prefer the morning show.
All right, now, so when people go to your Instagram or your Facebook or your WhatsApp, they see you dancing all the time to songs, and I'm sure they'll be thinking, this is all it takes to be an OAP. The way you can dance in the studio and upload the videos, hey God. Now they know that you have to wake as early as 3 a.m. and then walk through down to even 10 a.m., right?
Yes, 10 a.m. But the thing with our job is you never really sign out.
Okay.
You sign out on air, but off air you're still working because you always have to stay informed. For some reason, people feel like once you're an OAP, every information that they need to know, you know it.
You should have it.
I always say it even on air. I say they don't turn Wazobia to native doctor.
Okay.
Then we they work for the shrine. So every time when somebody needs any information, they want to find out anything, they call me at any time they feel like.
And start asking.
I could be crying after I lost somebody, and so somebody will call a sanitation day tomorrow. So,
that's right, because no one wants to go out there and get embarrassed.
So I know AP will provide everything you need at every point in time. Aside, always taking care of people, you always have to stay informed because information is on the go. And then let's not talk about how you need to prep for tomorrow. So my show is 5 a.m. But before I wake up that morning, the previous day I would have sat down, I would have read publications, I would have read anything I need to. Even though I've been getting information on the go, but I need to now sit down and figure out what I'm doing.
Do you guys get to submit your prep to your head of programs?
It's a must.
Okay.
It is a must.
So even while you're dropping off the mic, you're going back studying to even drop what you're going to talk about to your boss.
Yes.
And he could say, I don't want you to talk about this, and gives you something else he wants you to talk about.
Yes. It happens a whole lot. You could be told, no, this conversation, we don't want you to handle it. Or sometimes even the guests you want to get for certain conversations, this person is around too much controversy, family, we don't want this person. This person has been, saying a lot of things that's gonna cause a lot of trouble. So yes, that can happen.
Oh yeah. So it's not as easy as it may seem.
Yes.
Leave the dancing, just leave all those ones. All right. So now let's take your life into event hosting. You're also a super MC. You're a hard girl. I saw one video where you have. I'm like, yes, go baby, that's it. But now, how do you merge as a female? We seem to be caged a bit in Nigeria, or maybe Africa, as it says. Do you think that people get to judge you like you're everywhere, a female that is everywhere?
Yes, it happens. It happens that sometimes people don't give you certain gigs because you're female. Yeah, it happens. It happens a whole lot. I mean, almost every time even. That sometimes you can do something very well. Some people have even seen you do it very well. I remember the first time I tried to hype. Somebody said, "You go hype."
I was your reply.
I said, "Give me microphone first now."
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So yes, it happens. That there are certain limitations with being female in the industry. There are certain times you can go certain miles, but they're like, no, not if a woman.
Yeah.
It happens.
I think I've experienced that with weddings. They think they have this feeling that females don't have that energy like guys.
Yes, especially with weddings. I've seen situations where woman to MC. Then Then sometimes it's not even the couple. Sometimes it's even the audience. Yes, the guests at the wedding. They are like, a woman MC. So I get that a lot. I mean, anybody in this industry would have experienced it. Any female in this industry would have experienced it once.
All right. So as a female who is very successful so far, have you come across harassment, sexual harassment? Because I get these young girls in my DM all the time talking about how guys want to sleep with them before they allow them come to the studio. I mean, radio studio, before their voices can be heard, and probably they want to intern with a particular person. I mean, the guys are trying to harass them sexually, and I'm like, it's not a thing. And they are saying that is the reason why they are not yet where they're supposed to be. So, as someone who has gone through all of these hurdles, were you at any point in time harassed?
I cannot say that I have faced harassment in this way that you have explained it.
But somehow you can still call it harassment.
The way I experienced it is you get potential, so I go help you.
Okay.
You understand? I go really I need to do there for you. I need to be a part of your story. You understand? And like, thank you, I really appreciate it. Then later you'll come be, but sir, I like you.
Okay.
I won't be now. So then when you refuse or when you don't play ball, that help when he's saying go help you, go help you again. You understand? That is what I've experienced. But I think from the beginning I consciously set a standard for myself because I knew that this is the reality of our society.
Yeah.
I know that when you are in an industry where you have to work with men or you have a lot of men in places of position, that exchange will be expected at some point. So
and aside that, for the entertainment industry, I think it has been out there that it happens.
Yes,
it happens.
Yes.
So
yes,
the guys, even when we know it doesn't happen all the time, the guys tend to take that advantage on the younger girls. So it's good that we are here telling them that it doesn't happen, or even if it happens, you can still overcome.
Yes, you can. And I think one very great way to overcome it is offer value first. My question is, when I hear these stories, I'm like, how did you approach this person? How did you come across this person? Because many times our young girls just feel like they can use their sweet voice, their looks, and sometimes other physical attributes to get the attention of the opposite sex. But the thing is, whatever you decide to sell first, that is how you will be taken.
Exactly. So
what did I do differently? I offered value first. So when you are looking at me, you are seeing the potentials first. You are seeing the creativity first. You are seeing the talent first.
Yeah. So
what you want to do is work with this talent, harness this talent, benefit from this talent. So when I started years ago, I'll tell you, I wasn't even ready for radio when I started.
Okay.
I wasn't even ready. But you see, when they see that potential, they see what you can do, then they give you that opportunity and you deliver. So they have that respect for what you can do first. So I remember the first time I went on air. I don't know if I can call the radio station.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so it was Ray Power. Back then I was in
Okay.
Uniport, right? Yeah, so they put me on, and my friend said I was going to do sports. I didn't know a thing about sports.
But why sports?
I don't even know why but my friend always saw it in me, and I didn't see it in myself.
Okay.
Because all I know is to talk, but I didn't know that, you could actually get a whole career out of it. So I went there, he told me what to say, and I tried.
Okay.
They said I tried. And so they had me, you're like, come back. I said, no, I'm not going to just carry me to do like that. So I'll be university student, so I don't get money. I'll pay transport. So at that point, I had the potential, but I wasn't going to just jump on it just carelessly.
But did you do the linguistics and communication thing? What did you study in school?
Educational management and accounting.
Oh, nice.
So it's a case of idedi body.
Oh, obviously. Obviously, yeah.
So that was basically how I started. I came with. It has. I've met a lot of people earlier in my days that told me that presenters are to be a good presenter. It's not something you learn. You are born with it. It's inside of you. Yeah. You can still learn. You can still have professional courses that will mold you. Yes. Because after I got into the industry, I've gone to many courses. I can't even count how many courses I've had to attend to be better. Because they're important. Let's not take away that fact. No, they're important. But there has to be a part of you that makes it flow naturally. So that was what I started with. It was the natural presenter that my mother gave birth to. Okay.
That blossomed into what we hear every morning. Now when it comes to gossip as a female entertainer, as a female OAP, how have you been able to manage it so far? I'm sure so far you've heard some things that you're like, how? When did that? How have you been able to manage gossip so far?
You know what they say about blocking out the noise. Yeah, I don't listen.
But in Port Harcourt, do people actually gossip? I think we are just a small community. Everyone knows everyone. You know someone I know. You know now. So
yeah, literally everybody knows everybody in the industry, especially when it's media. It's media now.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean, you are here in Port Harcourt and people know you all the way in Kano, Kaduna. You understand. Then speakers of when you are in Port Harcourt, River State. So it's not just the media industry, it is the entertainment industry as well. So yeah, everybody knows everybody, but I have in the process of knowing this person, I've heard things.
What has been the worst or the most shocking of them all?
I can't even remember. I think it's always been like it was about somebody was the one that pushed the buttons for me to get my job. Yeah, and the funny thing is, the person that they said helped me to get the job did not even know when I got the job.
I mean, is it even bad for someone to help someone to get a job?
I don't know for them, but they feel like somebody did me a favor. You understand?
They are saying you weren't qualified to get the job.
Exactly.
Exactly. That could be very hard.
Yeah. So it happens. But the funny thing is, when I came to even audition for the job, when I came to audition for Wazobia FM, I was working in Abia State, Aba.
Okay, yes. And at that time.
So I just came in one afternoon. I did my audition, recorded, and I was still in Port Harcourt. I hadn't even left because I've been a Port Harcourt girl and I was just working in Aba then. So I said, okay, let me just say hello to a couple of friends that I know around town before I leave and go back to work in Aba. And then I was still in Port Harcourt. I hadn't left Port Harcourt. I barely just finished my audition and went to Uniport area. And then I got a call that I've gotten the job. So I mean, who pushed the button?
Good.
Exactly. But you see, when people don't know your story, they formulate something that they feel is okay for them.
Yeah. All right. So now, as you're here, we see some of our colleagues in Lagos, especially doing very well. And when you see their videos, you're like, but nothing too special for waiting this person they do now. Like, have you had that eagerness or ginger to relocate to Lagos?
No.
You think Port Harcourt celebrities or female celebrities are successful as those in Lagos?
No. We're not as successful as those in Lagos.
What? Okay.
But I feel like those in Lagos are overhyped.
So since they make more money, why haven't you thought of going to Lagos? I mean, at the end of the day, no one wants to be popular and poor now, Shay.
So I've not moved to Lagos for several reasons. I've got offers. Offers have come. Yeah, if I say offers have not come, I'll be lying. Offers have come, and I will not also lie and say that there hasn't been a time when I've considered it. I've actually almost left.
I know I tried to do that in 2020, but COVID came and then there was one time when it was literally a done deal. I was going to pack my bags and skedaddle out of town. But there's so many reasons why I haven't left. First of all, I want to say something, not to spite anyone, but I feel like it's the truth. It's the truth. I feel like I could be wrong. Or your own truth.
It's my truth. Thank you. I feel like the OAPs in Lagos, very few of them are sound. Very few of them are sound. And that is why, if you have noticed recently, there has been a lifting of Port Harcourt OAPs to Lagos. There's been a lifting of OAPs from other parts of the country to Lagos. So what you have in Lagos is a hype. What you have is packaging.
But that's what media is all about. It's like showbiz, right?
Yeah.
It's all, that's what it's all about. So is it that in Port Harcourt here we do not do enough show off, or we don't have investors? I mean, if we have more sound people or more sound OAPs in Port Harcourt, how come we are not as successful as they are in Lagos?
Yeah, because we don't have the industry the way they have it in Lagos. I mean, Lagos has everything. I mean, let's be honest. Lagos has the celebrity lifestyle. It has the flow of money that you normally see in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Almost every brand that you want to work with has its headquarters in Lagos. So that makes it easier. If I want to do an event now between you and I know that I can get maybe just the branch here tell me that this is all we can do for you. You know, Lagos is saying, but you know, where it's different for someone in Lagos is that sometimes the person who has the key to what you're looking for in Lagos is probably your neighbor.
Oh yeah.
Do you understand? You would have met the general branch manager or the general brand manager in your street, or they would have come and you would have done an interview for them one time or the other. So there is that closeness to the source in Lagos compared to here.
But you still rather stay here?
I'd still rather stay here because it's not because of anything else. I like the sanity of this city. If I want to move,
is it a matter of you don't want to leave your comfort zone? I mean, you have a brand here that you wouldn't want to leave for anything.
I don't mean to brag, but I can leave Port Harcourt, go to Lagos and be big anywhere. I like that price. No, it's the truth. I can be big anywhere. But I feel like the madness of Lagos is not for me. As crazy as I can be, as spontaneous as I can, I know.
Okay.
So as crazy as I can be, I like a chill city.
Yeah.
I like a chill city. I've been to Lagos countless times. I have too many friends in Lagos, and when I go there, I can't deal. I really cannot
the traffic, the life there. I mean, it seems like they're just trying to even impress. I mean, should we even talk about that?
Them in Lagos are not okay. They are not. Ask them if they will tell you the truth.
But that's it.
They are not
really
okay.
Not, yeah.
So I keep telling my friends, even my friends in Lagos, who say, "Would you come to Lagos?" I say, "Please help me to come to Lagos. I will leave Port Harcourt and go to Abuja. Abuja is my city.
Very calm, serene,
peaceful. Yes. I'm a Port Harcourt girl, but move me to Abuja. Tell me now that I'm relocating you to Abuja. And I'm go there airport, they wait for you. Honestly, it's my vibe.
Okay,
so that's it for me. It's you don't go feel mad, go stay for Lagos again.
You just saw someone on the street. Okay, so let's talk about the issue of should we say talent manager and talent management? It's still the same Lagos and Port Harcourt something. It doesn't really, I think it doesn't really work in Port Harcourt. Like, you say someone is your manager and then the person isn't doing what a manager should possibly do? You've been in a few management agencies managing you. So far, how has the journey been like?
Well, it's been good. My problem is, yes, when you're trying to do something that will, change the face of the industry or give the industry the structure and facelift.
Yeah, because that's just what it is.
Yes, people look at you like,
Yeah.
I know our colleagues, presenters in Lagos that have managers.
Yeah.
So the first time when I said I have a manager, somebody asked me, what do you want his manager? The OAP. What do they manage? But yes, it's important because it gives your brand that respect that it deserves. So even at that, even when you have a manager, there are people, I better leave this manager to for Port Harcourt.
Exactly. It doesn't work. You tell someone, let's say someone calls you for a gig, and then you tell the person, okay, I think I should send you my manager's number. They will never call again.
Yeah. But what I've come to do over time is I always say something. I say you teach people how to treat you.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So there are people who feel like they're too big for that process, that manager process. Some other people feel like they are doing you a favor. You understand? But when you let them know that you are not going to get anything out of me, and you place them in that point where, however be it, all right, you came to me because you feel like I have something to offer. And so because I have whatever it is that you need, you will respect the protocols I have put around that particular thing you want to get out of me. So you will talk to my manager. Eventually, this conversation will not go beyond this point if you do not talk to my manager. Yes. So some have gone and come back. But you see when some people know that this is the kind of person, and I've had conversations with my manager several times where we're like, this is what I want for myself. I don't want make people deprive me anyhow. So that even if I get 2,
say that to you.
I know say that 2 I get 2 solid ones instead of 10 that will stress you, and if you put it together, it's just 2 at the end of it.
Definitely. All right. So far, you think that at the end of the day, people should just get a manager since you've experienced it all.
Yeah.
Just stick to yourself.
It's good for any person that you're serious about your brand. You know who you are, what you offer, and you want to put a certain level of finesse around your career, your talent, or whatever it is you offer. Having a manager somehow increases it increases your value, and it increases how much you can even get out of a particular transaction. Yeah. There are situations where if say me and this person talk, I for charge lesser.
You say that's my person.
But when my manager comes into the scene, it's a total. Yeah. I've gotten way more money for certain things that I will tell my manager, it's just saying go pay. You know what, you go pay, and they will pay. They will pay because they now see the value that you give yourself. So you give yourself that value, and they have to follow suit.
Okay,
it's natural.
All right. So right now you've added influencing to your branding. Is it part of the hustle, knowing that you can never be successful with just one source of income, or it's just part of let's just do it?
All join. Okay. So first, as a presenter, you're a content creator every other day.
Yes, actually.
So also you need to understand that if you don't keep it going, you'll be pushed to the curb. Actually. You fall off. So you have to also adapt to the changing phenomenons, everything that's coming up. You need to learn how to still stay relevant everywhere. Before now, presenters, OAPs used to be unseen, just heard,
yeah.
But now being seen helps your relevance, helps your fan base, helps your delivery. So it's important that you keep, and when you keep that, so yes, there's also money that comes.
I know, Jerry.
If we're not making money out of it, then why are we
doing it?
Yes,
no one wants to be popular and poor. I will keep on saying that. That phrase, I get important. So scared about it. Everybody knows
being popular.
Everybody knows you. Like Sisi Boma. You tune your radio in the morning, Sisi Boma. Then after let's say 15 years, they see you trekking in the streets of Port Harcourt.
I saw a message that somebody sent to a colleague in another state say, I just see one OAP now the enter bike. I am so disappointed. I said, when I saw it, I said, I cover myself with the
Blood of Jesus.
But people don't understand.
Yeah.
The industry makes you popular and
Yes.
leaves you like that.
And so that's why you have to do the work, extra work.
So you don't turn off your microphone and
go
go
and
home.
sleep. Hunger.
You don't try.
Oh.
Your daddy has to be rich
Ah.
for you to do that. But
We don't want to tell you the amount we are being paid anyways. When you
Don't do that.
eventually leave the university, you that is aspiring to be an OAP and get into the studio, you get that amount for yourself. And then you know why the hustle is extra.
Yeah, so I always tell young people that want to be presenter, it's a very fancy job.
Very fancy,
Very, very fancy job.
Especially with the accent thing, You don't want I think that's what confuses them the most.
Yes, when they listen to people in Cool FM, Nigeria, info, they're like,
yeah.
this is the life. But let me tell you, you're not even ready. You're not ready, honestly, because people feel like, when they get in, before you know weeds, loan.
You'll be heard across the globe.
Yes, but you have to be really good at this job.
Let me ask you, was there probably when you were starting at any point when maybe you were making a mistake and then either the program's manager or whatever comes to say, please turn off that mic and leave the studio? Did you experience that at any point?
Luckily, no.
But some of your colleagues experienced
Yes,
that.
yes.
That's another point where
Being bounced off. We dread it. So I try as much as possible.
Or you'll be playing a particular song and then your director just goes and says, change that song right now.
No, but I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
Okay.
Let me say I'm lucky because so every time before I get on air or I understudy the people that have been there before me. So I used to go into the studio with a notebook.
Oh shit.
Right? I think any person that has worked with me before that probably was ahead of me would know this. I used to go into the studio. So when I see young people coming, you are doing internship and you say you are ready for radio and you are not taking notes.
No, that's because what they hear is just what they think it is. They just hear you talk, they hear you play music, they hear you hype, they hear you make noise, shout, and they think that's just all I need to learn. So that's the problem.
No.
So that's why I brought her. So the notes is what you've written overnight, something what you're going to work on the following day.
Yes. And even while I'm with a senior colleague, I'm taking notes of what they are doing
Differently.
Yes, I'm taking notes. I am copying, these things that make you different. So even when I work with this person and I work with the next person, it's not the same. You spot the difference. You see how, I'm working and I'm noticing your thought process, your spontaneity. I am taking note of the kind of person that you are and who I'm working with. And so that is why with every person I've had to work with, I get feedback and people say, you people just blend. I don't know, I can't say for the other person if that person is also studying me, but I'll tell you, for me, I am studying my partner and I know
how to blend and merge. When you look at those in the media right now, the in quote, the OGs, or even those who are coming in, and then we see a lot of content creations popping up here and there, people making mad money from Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Do you think that there is a future for those still sticking to the old way of broadcasting?
If you stick to the old way and you're not willing to make any shifts, any changes, well, there is no future. Let's be 1000% honest. What we can do is to marry the two.
Exactly.
You can see where it was before, because unfortunately I feel like how media used to be before is fading away. But the truth is, how media used to be before used to have a lot. It has a lot to offer.
The total package was there.
Yes.
But right now you see it's moving out because there are people.
It is now fickle.
Yeah. There are people breaking it down into the little tiniest pieces where you find on social media.
Yes. So people have now concentrated more on sensationalism than actually getting to the crux of what it is supposed to be. So media has been watered down. But I feel like we can marry the two. I feel like we can do good media. I think we can do a good job, but still pass through the new platforms that we have these days, whether it's social media, whether it's podcast, however you want to call it, or online radio, whichever platform you want to use. But make sure you're doing a good job. I cannot stress this enough about how much of the good job, the good work is good, because everybody wants to just be what's the word again when you are seen all over social media?
Content creator.
No, it's not just being a content creator, viral.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You want to be viral.
But the thing is, the naughtiest of the things, they are the things that gets into the viral space.
But you can still be viral while doing good work. You see, this cuts across almost every industry right now. Everybody is more concerned about being the moment, the sensation. You want to be the one that everybody is hailing.
Trending at the moment.
Yes, you want to be trending. But then what is the quality of your work? And that is why people would dispute your success. People will argue your success with you because there is no depth to it. You understand? But when you are giving out quality work, I'll give an example with music.
Yeah.
Call Burna Boy whatever you want to call him, but the kind of music Burna Boy delivers cannot be in dispute. Yeah. There are people who do not like his character, who do not like
his
how
personality.
Yes,
yeah.
But the quality of Burna's work is not in dispute.
Not.
Do you understand? And he has transcended from. Then I think there was even a debate whether he's a new cat or an old cat. And he said he likes it because you are so in tune with the new that people think that you are just coming
up. Yeah.
Do you understand? So your work is timeless, so to speak. So if you do good work, it transcends beyond wherever you are and where you are going. I feel like for those people who, especially in media, who are the OGs before IG, this is how we used to do it in 1948. You need to understand that.
Yeah.
Life moves. And you have to move with life.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just going to wash you aside and then everybody's going to go and leave you behind. That's how I see it.
And you believe in past glory.
Yes. I mean, let's take me, for example. Like I said earlier, I mean, I started 10, 12 years ago. But, I mean, I've tried to see how I can incorporate what is happening today. And I'm trying to see also what could possibly happen tomorrow that I can put into. So there are still a lot of my colleagues that I started with, and I know they're into this on social media too.
Yeah. Very true.
You know, it's all this small Gen Z. Yes, it's Gen Z. But what will it take from you if the older generation can relate to you, the younger generation can relate to you as well? That simply means that you are just widening your fan base or your listenership. It just simply means the younger people understand you, the older people get you as well. So you're chopping. You're chopping. Either way, it extends your lifespan in the business. It extends your relevance and money in the pocket.
In the pocket, well. Right?
Exactly.
All right. So before I let you go, a few words to those who are really, really interested in becoming what you are at the moment.
You go ready to work. There are nights when I don't sleep. You will not know. I have to wake up 3 a.m. every day of my life for how many years? So you prepare for that as well. There are days when, you are given the work of 2 people, 3 people to do. So unfortunately, we have young people who want to start and be where I am today when they start. But I told a young intern in my office the other day, she was in the studio with me. I said, if you see me when I started many years ago, I remember one time I told my producer then, I said, every time I used to write a script for everything I would say on air, I will write, even the comma, I will write it down. Exactly. So, and every time when I bring my scripts to him, he will trash it and tell me to go and redo. You may know him, Mr. Olu 007.
Oh.
Yeah. So he would trash it and then he would tell me to redo almost every time. And I told him one day, I said, I'm waiting for the day when I will bring a script to you and you will not trash it. And we will just flow with it like that. So this is what he did. As time went on, we would just come and he would say, there's no time for us to edit your script. Just go and do it like that.
Okay.
And so we went on like that for a long time. And then gradually I understood that I was no longer editing my script several times before I say it. And then I'm at that point now where I just have to look at this thing and it's in my head. Do you understand? If I have to read news today, you transcribe, our news is written in English the same way you hear it in Nigerian info in Cool FM.
So it's while you're reading, you're reading out.
You're transcribing, right?
Wow.
Live on air. So, but the thing is, some people will need to read the script maybe 20, 30 minutes before they go on air. But I do not reread my script.
As a grandmaster now.
So it's as I'm opening, I'm probably seeing whatever I'm reading on air for the first time. And I'm transcribing right there live. It is.
So wait, you mean the news we hear you read every morning is written in good English? Queen's English. And then as you're reading it, you're transcribing immediately?
Yes.
So why don't they just transcribe for you guys?
No. No, nobody get that time. And besides, the thing is, with pidgin, everybody has their own type of pidgin.
Oh yeah.
So if somebody transcribes or if somebody writes in pidgin for you, it's difficult for you to understand that.
Yeah, very true.
So you transcribe your pidgin the way you speak it, or the way you understand it, or the way you want to translate it. Yeah. So that's why. So I mean, and it's not even given to you on paper. So you can't even write by side. Them say you can't write.
It's already sent to the studio.
Electronic.
Yeah, it's true.
So you see, I've come from a point where I used to edit scripts several times before airing it, to the point where I don't even have to look at it twice, even if it is given to me by somebody else and I can deliver. That is years of work. It's not one day. So unfortunately, people don't want to put in work. It breaks my heart. I wish we're willing to put in work, because when you put in work and then the fruit of that work comes, it's beautiful. Leaves a good feeling in your chest, in your mind, heart.
All right, so you see what I said. You need to work. Like I would always say, nothing good comes easy. And for you to be very successful, for you to be very distinct, for you to stand out in any given career of your choice, you need to put an extra work that the other person is not putting into. There's no magic, there's no hard trick. All right, so this is where we call it a wrap with Sissy Boomer. All right, so if you have questions or you have something to say, all you need to do is to drop your thoughts and opinion on the comment section. And until then, all you need to do is to stay vibrant.